What is going on, guys? Thank you for joining me and welcome back to another episode of Creating a Legacy with FC United of Manchester. We have £25,000 in the bank. We've actually made 76k this season so far. That did help with the fact that my board sold half my players in pre-season, maybe. But we're going to have a look and see how it's gone since you were last with us before we get into some other details of what's been happening. We have made a signing as well, but more of that to come after the highlights. So the first highlights are away to Fulham. Now this game did not go how we had hoped it would go. Losing the game 3-1. As you can see, Fulham in the 30th minute counter-attacking us here. Great header, great finish, and fair play to them. It was a perfect counter-attack move. So that put them 1-0 up. The game went into the second half. They had a set piece. It got cleared by us. Ruskinen tries to attack. That was just a dreadful ball there. No communication between him and the striker. And again, they pick it up and just run us. Our defence is in line, but they afforded far too much space. Again, ball across. Reese gets a hand to it, but it's not clear, not saved, just knocked into the back of the net. Top of the net even. Set piece here, Billy Waders, ball across, cleared out, Ellison, Simpson, it's rebounding everywhere, and then Simpson tucks it away to make it 2-1. At this point I actually thought the comeback was on. How wrong was I? Because coming into the final 10 minutes of the game, they have a set piece, ball in, it's rebounds everywhere, then they took it away to make it 3-1. With George Williams actually getting the goal, 6th of the season. So that was followed up with a home game against Carlisle. Now, in the last episode, we looked and realised we hadn't actually picked up a point against Carlisle in 3 previous meetings. So, here we are in the 57th minute. We on the attack here, and Burton tucks it away, making 1-0. And I started to dream that there was actually a possibility we would somehow get into this. You can see the crowd in the background looking depressed. 87th minute, they cross the ball. Keeper's in no man's land, 1-1, game's over. FA Cup third round, just under 10,000 turn up to watch us go out 1-0 to Huddersfield. A nice low finish. Keeper obviously expected a finish into the corner. He went down, but it was grass cutter. Well played to them. So after skipping a ball 0-0 against Preston, we have this 1-1 against Fleetwood. We started the better. We had Clark playing a right back. He manages to get himself an assist here. Burton knocking it away for his 9th of the season. I do wish he could have scored more, but he is looking like a fairly decent striker. And then we got into the second half, and Fleetwood absolutely dominate us, to be fair, guys. We really are struggling at the minute. And as you can see, they had a nice passing move. They took the time. They didn't rush it. So Cook picks it up, he's running with it, spreads the ball out, it's headed down and then volleyed in to make it 1-1, and that's how the game ended. So we are back, guys. So the games have not gone too well, but we are hanging in there. As you can see, we've got the league table up here because this screen for this episode is the way we're going to go. So we're sitting in 4th, we're 3 points off 2nd. We're playing Crawley, then we have Portsmouth actually after this, so it's quite an interesting little run of fixtures. We actually have Walsall after that, who are mid-table. 1-11, drew 10, lost 4. We've still lost the least in the league, but we've drawn too many. Now that is down to the formation, but when we do try to be expressive, we are not good enough. I know people are going to ask me to be more expressive, but we are not good enough. In terms of ability currently, we are not good enough for this level. If we go to, for example, Arnie, who is just on fire. Let's just check out of curiosity what the coach says. Potentially a good League 1. Decent player for most League 2 sides. Decent player for most League 2 sides. And he's one of my best players in my League 1 side, pushing for the title. Pushing for the automatic promotion. So, I'm proud that I'm managing to keep a team who is not good enough for this level in terms of the top of the league in with a chance of the playoffs after 25 games. So if we can continue that, I will be delighted. So we've made a signing. Here he is, and he is from Iceland. We have signed another Icelandic. It wasn't planned. It was not planned. My scout came to me and said, look, I found this kid. He's a good talent. He has potential. So I checked him out, got him scouted a bit more. He's played 2 games off the bench. I'm fairly happy. I've been playing him in this role, central midfield, just because apart from positioning, and heading, which he genuinely can't do. His stats are fairly decent. Now, James Reed, his heading percentage is just unbelievable, so nobody's going to push James Reed out in the short term. This guy's only 17. I'm hoping to get a feeder club in League 2 and be able to send some players down there, because I'm getting a really good base of youngsters. He cost me £1,000, guys. Now, he wanted quite a high wage. He's on £1,000 a week. It was quite steep, but I decided for the ability, for the price, for the potential, he's worth it. I'm not sure. I haven't looked even to see what my coach thinks. So he's well suited for Conference North and South football, and he's coming off the bench in League 1. So again, it is down. It's not only me. It's down to this. My scouts are the best in the division at every section. That is the key to me doing well. A good coaching team wins you games. Now, some people say it's all about the players. It's not. My coaching team is making this very average team battle at the top of the division this year. Really impressed, and looking forward to today's game against Crawley. This is going to be a tough ask. I won't be too disappointed if we lose. Let's put it that way, guys, because they are very, very good side. We're doing defensive positioning just because we've looked a bit lax in the last few weeks, so I'm going to be training on that for a few weeks. I'm going to bring in Billy Wades again just because Arnie is still coming back from a big injury. So I just want to give him a bit of a rest. Yeah, I'm happy with the team. One thing I would say is Bjorkus Magnusson started the last game. He's starting this game as well. He's not developing. No stats have really gone up, but he's fairly decent. He's 22. His tackling's weak, but he's an absolute beast in the air. So you win some, you lose some. He's alongside, obviously, the player who just is unbelievable. Unbelievable. 46 appearances now for me since he came in. He's 21. As we've said before, he came from non-league. He started his career at Watford, then he went Welling, Bromley, Oxford City, Sutton, Margate, Dartford. I mean, he's been all over. Couldn't settle, come to us, and look at him. I mean, wow. Wow. Actually, before we get started, somebody asked to see my game status to see how long I'd been playing. So, Addictive, sleeping is for wimps. It's quite funny. Where is it? Date created the 13th of November, release day. Wow, look at that. Game time is exactly 9 days, 0 hours, 0 minutes. That's quite cool. The database changed on since the original database, custom size, because I edited some players. Edited the players you can view. I loaded all players from Scandinavia, for example. Just to give me more players to scout, if that makes sense. Currently I have England, Germany, Norway, Scotland, Spain, Wales, Brazil open. Northern Ireland is coming open at the end of this season. Again, it's just to give me some more youngsters to look for to bring over. And then obviously the in-game header allowed no, in-game header used no. But yeah, somebody wanted to see the game time. So 9 days, 0 hours, 0 minutes. This has just changed. Remember to call your work and ask for more sick leave. Happy to do that. But let's get into today's game, shall we? I'm excited for this one. I hope we can win, but as I've said, let's take my recent form into account, and let's not be too harsh. Let's remember where we are after a battling season last year. I expected a mid-table finish. It could still happen if the form doesn't pick up, but if you remember the first four seasons of the game, as soon as we hit January, our form petered off because our team wasn't deep enough, and I feel that's where we're at now for this level. Our team's not deep enough for this level, so I do fear that could happen, but I do hope I've kind of learned over the seasons how to counter that, so we'll find out. But the recent form is a worry. I'm not going to say it's not. I mean, when you start winning, you would like to continue winning. Oh. But when you concede goals like that, you just hands are up. That was a great finish. Great finish. Okay, let's just aggressively demand more. Good thing is this is all set up because I've not turned the game off for 4 hours. So I've been playing for 4 hours straight now, guys, and I've only played 7 games. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Okay, 5. Wow. Okay, that's a very interesting tactic that he's playing with. He's very deep. He's almost man marking actually, my sole striker, which is a so. I've got an idea, guys. Oh, Burton just nearly went through the whole team. Now the reason I'm doing that is their defensive midfielder is marking my striker, judging by the average positions to start. If we can drag him over, it'll also drag the centre backs over, which then might just create freedom for Simpson to cut inside here, and just create something. We're not going to try for long, and we'll give it 20 minutes, for example. Oof. Another set piece for Billy Waiters here coming up. Saved by Scott. Good interception. Good interception, jumping up and winning that. Fair play. Billy Waiters, ball in. It's cleared. Comes out to Reed though. Reed is always the man in that right position. Monroe, just release and get back, please. Right, come on, Ellison to Pettifer. So you can see here, he's automatically starting on this man, which is given, maybe he's automatically pulling across, which is giving him the freedom, and he's ready to go into this gap here. The issue there is decisions. The decisions are wrong, aren't they? Ball across. Oh! Pettifer. Sheaving. Ball in, Burton. Oh! Oh! A double save. Ellison to Pettifer. Spreads it out. McCarran. Come on. Leyland. Macy. Carroll. Taylor. Oh, come on. No. Wow. I mean, we're at that stage at the minute where nothing seems to be going our way. Our defence is slipping up a little bit. I know he was offside, but he missed a simple strike there. That should have at least been on target. Carroll. Oh, it's blocked. Can we try that now? Just almost try just switching to the other side for a bit, but not as an inside. I mean, what was that supposed to even be? That's again, it's decisions, isn't it? Decisions. Not taking the right decisions. Costing us. Ball across. 3-0. Oh. Right, McCarran, come on. You know, form currently is dreadful, but that's Burton to Reed, Ellison. gets the second by the Pettifer down Ellison. Ball through to Burton. Oh, you are kidding me. Come on, Burton. Oh my days. Set piece, Carroll. Ball across. It's... Oh, if you don't laugh, you're going to end up thinking I'm on some sort of nervous breakdown. Let's go to this. Just a very basic. Very basic, very 4-5-1, very high tempo, direct play, in your face type football. Well, fucking dreadful that was, mind. Carroll, come on. We need to get an early goal to have any chance of getting back into it. Shaving, right, Billy Waders. Please play it back, please. Just get your head up, man. Right, Burton. Oh, you... Should be 2-2, should be 3-2 or something, by the amount of chances we've had. I mean, I don't know how many clear-cut chances you need before you're going to start actually scoring a goal at the minute. Andy Morgan's going to come on. Ball in. Oh. Thought we were going to go 3-0 down. Tough at the minute. Very tough at the minute. I'm going to bring him on. He's not obviously ready. He's only 17, but this kind of experience is what he needs if he's going to develop. And if he's not going to develop, this kind of experience gets him value. So, you know, fucking another set piece to them. Balls, I get Simpson off, get Ruskin in on, give him a bit of time out. Dreadful performance, guys. I've almost got to apologise. So this is a live com, but we wanted to live com a top of the table clash. Two teams who had a chance to go into the automatic promotion almost. We'd have gone a point out of it. In fact, no, we'd have gone into it because Crawley would have dropped out. No, we'd still win now. Reese collects, but not being the performance to be happy with at all. At all. Sheeving, Magnuson, McCarran all let me down this game. Looking like it's over. Yeah. Dreadful. Dreadful performance, guys. One not to be proud of. Far from pleased. We've got Portsmouth coming up. We need to win that to stay in with any prospects, I think, of automatic promotion. I've been checking this guy out, but nah, he's not going to want to come to me. That's why I kind of just glanced at it. So this has been our recent form, as you can see. I mean, our recent form in the league since Bradford. There's only been one win since Bradford. And that was against Luton in the last live come. Bloody hell. Well, let's hope we can turn that crap round. Yeah, York. We won't come back for the York game, guys. The 14th of the 2nd, one day before my birthday, that game will be played. Valentine's Day, Saturday. So hopefully we can get a victory. Hopefully we can get a couple of victories before we come back, because we need to turn this form around. I've tried some formation tweaks again and they have not worked, so we've gone back to the 5-5. We lost to Crawley. There was some positives. We had some good clear-cut chances, we just didn't take it. Yeah, let's just keep at it. We're a developing side, we're a young side. What is our average age? Team report. Our average age is 22, so we are definitely still a young side. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. As always, really do appreciate it, and I will see you next time for more Creating Legacy with FC United of Manchester.